All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good to see every one of you here. My name is Alex from MarketWise Asia, and today is the 3rd of May 2021. If you guys can hear me loud and clear, please say a hi to me. It's the start of a new month. All right, it's the start of the May already. So fast, right? Within just how many like it's just like the days just flew past, right? So fast, it's already May already. All right, so yep. Can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, just say a hi to me in the comments. All right, so before I get started, just want to say a hi to you guys. All right, so sorry, my voice isn't so loud right now because my girl is sleeping, so I don't want to try to get too agitated. All right. Hello, Danny. Hello, Samuel. Hello, Patricia. Hello, Pauline. Hello, Bunseng. Hello, Bernard. Hello, Jingbing. Hello, Vico. Hello, Desmond. So this Facebook Live, I didn't really plan it in advance. I just feel like, just giving an impromptu Facebook Live today. All right, so I didn't share too much places. So right now we have about 43 people on this Facebook Live. Good to see every one of you here. So I think today I will just keep this Facebook Live short and sweet. So my focus today will be in commodities. All right. So how many of you are actually watching the market right now and is also focusing on commodities? All right. So if I'm not mistaken, right now all the gold, silver, palladium, platinum are all running right now. All right, are you watching the commodities market also? If you're watching the commodities market also, please type a yes in the comments. All right. Okay, so before I really kickstart this session, right? If I could, just ask a favor from you guys, please help me to like, share, or comment. All right, because your liking will help Facebook to understand that you enjoy my content and want to see more of me in the future. Because if you don't engage with me, especially if you are new to MarketWise Asia, right? Facebook will deem that you don't like me, or you don't like MarketWise Asia, or you don't like my content. And if you don't engage with me, Facebook will show lesser and lesser of my content in the future. So just do me a favor. If you really enjoy my content, just give me a like right now, okay? Or if you are new to MarketWise Asia, all right, maybe you don't know that whether my content is good or not, right? It's okay. Subsequently, later, if you think it's good, right, just type yeah, a comment with me, or just like my content in the Facebook in the Facebook comments, okay? All right, so yeah, let's kickstart this event right now. Okay, so let's take a broad look at the market right now. I forgot to share my screen. All right, so let me change back to candles. Okay, so the market is showing a bit of divergence right now. So the Nasdaq is dropping. It is negative right now. It's just a slight drop. Okay, so it's negative 0.24. The S&P is positive, about 0.44 percentage up. All right, and the Dow is up more than 1%. Dow is really up more than 1%. So as I mentioned, just to tell you a broad view of the market, I'm not going to talk much about the indices as such. I think Colin is on online also. Hello, Colin. All right. So yes. So many years are watching the commodities market. All right. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at the finviz.com first. Okay. Let's take a look at what is moving in the market right now. Okay, let me try to zoom in. Okay, so for those who are new to MarketWise Asia or new to my Facebook Live, I always use this site, finviz.com, to have a broad view of the market, what is happening right now, what sector is running, what industry is running also. Okay, so let's go to the groups also right now. All right, so you guys can see right now, so the energy today, the one-day performance, energy is the best performing sector today. Basic materials, industrial, consumer, defensive. Oh, by the way, right, in the month of May, right, industrial tend to perform pretty well based on seasonality. Healthcare also. So for this month, I will tend to focus in the healthcare and the industrial. So I suppose right now the Dow Jones, a lot of industrial stocks, they are running right now. Okay, so energy, basic material, industrial. Right? Yeah. ZJ said that Colin is watching right now. Yeah, the guru is watching, a bit stressed also. Okay, so yeah, energy, materials, industrial. The worst one is the technology and the com service. So let's take a look at the industry, see what is the industry that is performing very well today. Yes, uranium is performing well today. Silver, all right, silver, if I'm not mistaken, Colin has always been talking about silver, silver, and today it is running right now. Okay, of course, I've been talking about uranium, all right? Uranium is also running today. And oil and gas, after quite a pullback, right? The oil and gas, the sectors is also up and back, is up and running again, okay? And what else? No lumber and all this stuff. Also, can take a look at this, all this industry. Okay, so let's take a look at my watch list. All right, my watch list. This is the ETF list over here. All right, so take a look at my watch list right now. ETF industry and the change in percentage. Okay, let me zoom in over here. Can you guys see, right? Can see, So, all right. So, oil equipment and services, the best performance for today, up 4.6%. Oil services, again, is up 4.6%, about 5%, okay? And can you see over here, this Finbase over here, right? Silver, uranium, all this, right? Silver. So that is why the silver miners are inside this top performing watch list as well. Uranium also, silver trust, gold mining, metals mining, uranium, all right. Platinum, all right. As I mentioned in my previous Facebook Live, I also talk about platinum. So it is running today, it's up 2.6% on this PPLT ETF, XOP, which I also talked about that previously. XOP also running today. Basically, all the energy, the metals are running. Even the cannabis is also is performing quite pretty well. Also, retail, building and construction, home builders, wood, lumber is performing pretty well. Also, ITB, home construction. So can you know all this? Take a broad view what is running right now. So my watch list is pretty handy. So at one glance, you'll know what are the industry that is running today. All right. So for those who are new to market-wise Asia, you'll be thinking how I get this watch list. So yeah, my watch list is from this list over here. All right. So this is the curated list that I have been compiling. All right. So basically all the industry, the sectors, like for example, I curated for you aerospace, defense, everything. Recently, I also added a bit more. So I've been adding more and more. So I think it's this mobile payment, if I'm not mistaken. Where is it? Is it here over here? Yes, mobile payment, right, under the issuer ETF MG. Prime Mobile Payment ETF, iPay. So let's take a look at what's inside this iPay. Interesting, interesting ETF over here, mobile payment. So if you are believe that mobile is already the next big thing, or you think that mobile payment is going to be the next big thing again. All right, so you can take a look at this iPay ETF. So let's take a look at it over here. What is the top 10 holding? All right, some of the hot stocks, right? Square, PayPal, Visa, MasterCard, Visa, all these are inside. Global Payment, all these are inside as well. So if you are interested in this mobile payment, take a look at this iPay ETF. You can take a look at iPay, all right. It has been trending pretty well also. Can you see over here? iPay, right, trending pretty well, All right, can take a look at that. Of course, I'm not asking you to buy. Oh, by the way, whatever I say today is just for information purpose. It's not a recommendation to tell you what to buy or sell. Okay, so treat me as a clown. Alex is a clown. I'm always wrong. Okay, so it's just for informational purpose. So for this list, I just want to share with you once again, if you are new to MarketWise Asia, how to get this list. Very simple. All right, just head over to the link in the comment. All right, you should be able to get the list. You should be able to see the link in the comments. So you'll be brought to this page over here. This is just an opt-in page. I understand that there might be some of you who don't have a Telegram app or whatever, or you just don't want to have a Telegram app. So it's okay. So you just need to enter your name and email address, and I will send the list to you. And you need to confirm your email. All right. So check your email. If within 10 minutes you don't get the email inside your main folder, please check it inside the spam folder. All right. So as I mentioned, so I am watching the commodities once again. All right. So I just want to take a look at the platinum. So platinum is something that I mentioned in my previous Facebook Live. I think so. So I mentioned that I am bullish on platinum. Platinum. All right. So just now was up much more, but right now is there's a little bit down, but overall it's still positive. It's up 2.45%. The reason why I am bullish on platinum is because of this. All right, monthly time frame. This is a very long-term monthly chart. So every single bar is 1 month. So price just broke above the cloud recently. So I feel that, you know, there's a potential upside. All right, potential upside. So can you see for platinum, the high is at about 1,890 at this high over here. This is the high over here. I'm talking about this high. Okay, so there's still quite some room to move. All right. So yeah, that's my view on platinum. Basically, I am inside platinum, so I have skin in the game. I'm already inside already. Okay, I'm already inside already. Okay, just to tell you. Okay, who else is also inside platinum? Please share with me. I think Dennis is inside platinum. Is it? All right. Who else is also inside platinum? All right, just share in the comments. Uranium is also back again. URA. Okay, so I've been mentioning uranium also for the longest time already. All right, so ever since somewhere around here, I think I've been mentioning about platinum already since the start of this year. All right, talking about uranium. So it's been trending very well also. And the reason why I think uranium has the potential, once again, also it is based on the weekly time frame. All right, and also the money time frame. Weekly time frame, can you see it has been on a steady downtrend. Okay, on a steady downtrend, and price broke above the cloud. So this signal that there's a potential uptrend for the uranium. All right. So, but basically, a lot of the commodities are all running. Okay. So, but do not expect that, you know, price can just like, you know, goes up all the way straight now. Okay, or parabolic. Okay. Do expect, you know, always there's a, you know, up, down, a wave. Okay, after an impulse move, there'll be a pullback. Impulse move, there's a pullback. Impulse move, there's a pullback. So do not expect like Bitcoin, everything just, you know, go up like that. No, commodities can be quite volatile. So be prepared for a volatile ride. Okay, and I also want to talk about this. Not really a stock, but rather gold miners. I think in my previous Facebook Live, all right, I talked about this. Let me just go through again in case you think that I'm just, you know, in hindsight one. So let me share with you this Facebook Live. Is it over here? Not here. Is it over here? All right, so it's over here. Can you see? I will talk about this ticker that start with G. All right, the one that I mentioned, the ETF or the stock that I mentioned is this gold miner, the GDX. Let's take a look at GDX once again. GDX, gold miners. Okay, gold miners. Okay, gold miners. And the reason I'm watching also, can you see that the gold miners is also up in the list also? So when I mentioned about GDX, right, it was somewhere around here, all right? So I mentioned that the pullback is undergoing. When the pullback finish, I'll be quite keen to enter. The reason is also very simple. This is the trend line that I've drawn. Price just broke above this trend line, and also price just broke above the cloud. So it signals an uptrend to me. All right. And right now, this is the start of the new month in May, right? So price right now is also above the central pivot range. Okay. So because today is the first day, so you might not be able to see the three dot over here, but basically the central pivot range is somewhere around here. All right, if I zoom out, can you see the central pivot range over here? The green lines over here. So basically, it's in a downtrend, hit the CPR, come back down again, see the CPR, come back down again, CPR, come back down again. All right, so since March, price has been steadily above the CPR and price broke above the cloud. All right, and this month is also above the CPR. All right, so I'm very interested to enter GDX today. By the way, I haven't entered. So don't say I front run you and I enter first. I haven't entered yet. I'm looking at the market right now. Okay, so there are a few ways to see. All right, if you are talking about wash and rinse, all right, then this is the wash bar.
All right, good
evening,
ladies and
Stop.
gentlemen. Good to see every one of you here. My name is Alex from MarketWise Asia. I forget to on my light. All right, good evening, everyone. So if you guys can.
Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, so this is the rinse bar over here. All right. So, or you can price break a previous day high and you could enter. So there are basically a few ways that you can enter, not necessarily just a wash and rinse, which I've always been mentioning now. Okay. Basically, for those who are new to MarketWise Asia, wash and rinse is basically a price action trigger that I learned from Bini Ong during the Market Insights Virtual Summit. Okay, so I am quite interested to enter GDX now. Okay, I'm quite interested. So which means that, since the gold mining, this ETF, the gold miners are running, which means that gold itself should be running also, right? Gold itself should be running also, all right? They are very closely correlated. There's a very high correlation between this gold and the gold miners. All right, so let's take a look at this correlation once again for those who missed it. All right, so the stock correlation, I will use GLD as the gold ETF and then GDX as the gold miners. All right, can you see for the past 30 days, the correlation is almost like, near to 1. There's 100% correlated. Okay, so it's 0.9. For the past 50 days, okay, it is 75% also pretty nice correlated also. And past 100 days, all right, so it's 81%. Past the 200 days, it's also 90% correlated. So GLD, GDX, basically gold and the gold miners they are closely correlated. Okay, do you understand what I'm trying to say? If you understand what I'm trying to say, type understand in the comment, or type a U in the comment, capital U in the comment, right? While I take a break first, while I take a look at the comments. Jinping is asking, buy platinum and uranium via ETF. The answer is yes, you could. For me, I'm buying platinum using CFD using CMC markets lah. So I use that using the futures, the CFD futures lah. Okay, CFD futures. And if you want to buy platinum using the ETF, you can use PPLT. Uranium wise, I used to buy UEC and CCJ, all right, because you can see that for uranium, All right, you can take a look at the, okay, of course, the ETF is URA. URA, let's take a look at URA. Okay, so what are the stocks that comprise of this ETF? All right, so, okay, can you see chemical, this one is under CCJ, and UEC is under this Uranium Energy Corp. So you can take a look at some of these uranium companies over here. Not all are listed in the United, as in not listed in the US stocks exchange. Okay, so the one that I know, like chemical, is the biggest, listed in the I think it's NYSE, New York Stock Exchange, and the other one is the Uranium Energy Corp. Okay, so you can do that also, take a look at that. Right, for me, I still have a CCJ position using options. That is just my personal holding. All right, I'm not asking you to follow me. I express my bullishness using options trade. Okay, and yes, let me take a look at some of the question also. All right, Danny said uranium, you ride through UEC. Are you still holding UEC or not? Are you still holding UEC? All right, basically, for those who are new to MarketWise Asia, whatever things I say I enter is based on swing trading, meaning that I hold for a few days to at most 1 to 2 weeks, and if the position really, move in my favor, then I will tend to hold longer term. All right, but the default, all right, holding period is based on swing trading, basically hold for at most a few weeks. That's all. All right, I repeat, my default trading style is swing trading, hold for a few days to a few weeks. Unless the position moves very much in my favor, then I will hold longer term and I will start trading and trailing. All right. Pauline is asking, right, when the first candle of the month appear, is it usually above the CPR? No. The answer is no. All right. So just give you an example. How there isn't a good example right now. Okay. All right. So I'll give an example here. Let's say, for example, go after this downward move. After this downward move, it doesn't move up, but instead it continue to move down like this. I repeat. So go after this move. Let's say continue, it moves down like this month. All right. Sorry, last month. There's a high chance that this month the CPR central pivot range will open like somewhere below here. All right. Then in the month of May, let's say price pull back again, then the price is below the CPR. So the answer in short, is no. All right. First candle of the month, price can be below the CPR if the downtrend is pretty strong. All right. I hope that answers your question. Point is again asking, will the correlation change depending on the market situation? Okay, if you're talking about gold and gold miners, based on my understanding and empirical observation, most of the time they are very correlated. If you're talking about, for example, let's say S&P 500 versus the bond yield, and versus the gold, or S&P versus gold, S&P versus silver, S&P versus whatever things like, okay, then the correlation might change. But for gold and gold miners are basically in the same industry, so it is very, very, very correlated. All right. Wow, Danny, you're still riding on UEC. That's great, man. Will you still recommend entering options into CCJ now? Alvin is asking. Oh, this is a very difficult question to answer you because I don't know how risk adverse you are. What is your holding time frame, or how bullish you are into CCJ or this uranium sector or industry? Okay. In short, the answer is yes, but I would encourage you to buy those LEAPS options. Basically, hold for maybe above at least about 200 days and above. That is what I do. Basically, this is what I do. I'm just sharing with you what I do because I need time for it to run. Because if your options day to expiry is too short, then there isn't a much runway for the price to go up. And then you might just profit a little bit, or you might even lose money. So I'll prefer to buy long-term options. For long-term options, they generally call it LEAPS, LEAPS, L-E-A-P, LEAPS options, L-E-A-P-S, okay? So let's take a look at CCJ since you're talking about CCJ, all right? CCJ, okay? So, all right, basically, personally, I am still bullish on uranium. So to me, I think still can enter, but please enter into a position that you can afford to lose, basically the premium that you can afford to lose, because if you enter into options, the max you can lose is the premium you enter, all right, the premium that you pay for it. So please enter whatever you can lose, all right. So this is just my personal opinion, all right. Alex is always wrong, okay. Please don't copy me, okay. Danny got into a UEC bull call spread, super long DTE. All right, fantastic. All right, good for you, man. And yeah, so basically, I just want to share with you that I am quite bullish on GDX lah. All right, I'm quite bullish on GDX. Okay, you know that it can be sometimes quite stressful when I tell you what I'm bullish on. You get what I mean? Because if I'm wrong, if I wrong many times, then you say that, oh, Alex always wrong, Alex always wrong one, or always, not bui zun one, okay? Then the worst thing is that if you follow me, and you lose money, then you come and find me, then, that's the worst part, man, okay? So, yeah, I can tell you it can be quite stressful to like give trade ideas to you guys, but I have nothing to hide, because this is really what I'm looking at. So if I enter, if I lose money, then this is my own issue, my own problem, okay? So again, I just want to warn you, I give whatever trade ideas is just for informational purpose. Please don't copy blindly. So always have a stop loss in place in case that I'm wrong or you are wrong. So I'm always wrong. Please have a stop loss in place. All right, so I am looking to enter into GDX today. Okay, so let's say if I want to place a stop loss, there are a few ways that you can place your stop loss. All right, number one, all right, is just to place your stop loss just below this low over here. All right, but there's a danger over here, price to come down again, pump. All right, hit your stop loss and then go back up again. So this thing could happen. Another thing is that you could add in ATR you can add in your stop loss using ATR method. All right, basically ATR is the average true range, meaning that you take account into the volatility. All right, so for example, let me take a look. GDX. All right, GDX. Okay, so the ATR, I'm not sure you guys can see or not. ATR is about 82 cents. All right, for the past 14 days. So the volatility every single day can move up about 82 cents, can move down about 82 cents for the past about 14 days. All right, so 82 cents. Let's take a look at the low over here. The low over this bar is take a look. Let me see what's the number. Low is 34.31. 34.31 minus 0.82, 33.49. All right, so if one time ATR of this low is 33.49, 33.49 is somewhere around here. Okay, somewhere around here. Right, somewhere around here. All right, so it's one time the ATR of the swing low. So you could place your swing low, place your stop over here. All right, so if all right, you are bullish and price hit your stop loss over here, then most likely you are wrong already. Okay, so it's time for you to exit. All right, for you to exit. Yeah, so of course, because your stop loss is wider, all right, so which means that you price need to move more, then you can get your risk to reward return. You get what I mean? So if your stop loss is over here, all right, no, sorry, it's like this. Okay, you enter here, and your stop loss is here, for example, right? So this is your risk over here, right? Your 1R, basically 1R. Okay. Let me try to, which means that price need to move a lot more. I cannot draw really here, but you get my idea, okay? Move a lot more, then you get a 1:1 return. You get what I mean? So if you want to get 2R return, price has to move a lot higher. All right. Of course, if your stock is tighter, all right. Oops. If your stock is tighter, maybe say somewhere around here, right? Then price doesn't have to move a lot more to get a 1R return or 2R return. Okay. Do you get what I mean? Yes. I hope so. So Wilson is asking, why GDX versus other gold ETF? All right. So this is okay. If you are bullish on gold, all right, you can enter gold. So nothing wrong. All right. Basically, I'm just based on pure price action, because initially for gold, price, can you see compared to the gold miners, gold is still a bit weaker compared to the gold miners. Well, price today, gold just broke above the cloud only. All right. When price break above the cloud, it means that this is an uptrend above the CPR. This is an uptrend to me. All right. Today, price just break above the cloud only. Whereas for GDX, right, price has already broken above the cloud I think 1 or 2 weeks ago already. So technically, the gold miners is a bit stronger compared to gold itself. So I was looking at GDX previously, so I want to enter into GX, and today there seems to be a trigger for me to enter also. Okay, I hope that answered your question. Another commodities that I'm interested to look at, all right, it's also ETF. It's also an ETF. All right. Can you make a guess? It starts with R. Can you guess what is this ETF or not? Also, I would think it's like commodities. Commodities. Anybody can make a guess? What is this ETF that I'm looking also? Today is not a stock or ETF in focus, but since I'm doing impromptu live, so I think I might as well just share it. Maybe the next Facebook Live, I will share more about this again. Got any idea or not? RE. The ticker. Start with R. Second is RE. Alvin, I already said it start with R already. It's not I. The ticker is start with R. Nobody can guess that. Oh, yes. May got it. This is REMX. All right, REMX. All right. So, REMX. Okay, so this is the rare earth strategic metals, REMX. Okay, REMX. So, let's take a look at REMX to this ETF.com. Okay, REMX. So for those also who are new to MarketWise Asia, let me just show you a simple trick. So if you are interested in any ETF ticker, if you really know, all right, you can just go to ETF.com and then slash the ticker. Then it'll bring you to the information page about that ETF. All right, I think for those who have been following me live for quite some time, you should know already. So this is the VanEck Vectors Rare Earth Strategic Metals. All right, so just take a look. The assets under management is about 700 million. Okay, so this is a pure play on companies involved in the markets for 49 rare earth strategic metals elements. So a lot of these rare earth materials are necessary for you to build your mobile phone. If I'm not mistaken, okay. By the way, I am from materials engineering, graduated from materials engineering in NTU, okay. a lot of things I really return back to my professors already. Okay, so even though I am an engineer by profession and a somewhat material engineer, but I've never been a material engineer in my whole life. So yeah, it is more on this paper degree only. All right, so this is just another fun fact about me. I'm a material engineer. All right, so yep, RMX. Okay, so what are the stocks? Okay, so what are the stocks? Top 10 holding. Take a look. A lot of these stocks, I think they are not listed in the US, like Zhejiang Huayo Cobalt and all these are Galaxy Resources Limited. Is it in US? I'm not too sure. Galaxy. No, Galaxy Resources, it seems like it is in the Australia, all right, Australia. And of course, this China molybdenum is definitely in China. Oro Cobra, wow, this is my Oro Cobra, ORO. Let me take a look. ORO. Oro Cobra is, I think, it's listed in the Germany, all right, in the German market, in the DAX, if I'm not mistaken. So can you see quite a number of these rare earth producer, they are not listed in the US. So this ETF can give you exposure to this rare earth and buy from all over the world. And the reason why I'm interested in this REMX, based on long-term play is, or rather long-term view, all right, is based on the monthly basis. Okay, so of course, this ETF, the history only dates back to 2011. I think the inception date is only on 2011. Let me take a look again. The inception date is in 2010. So, what, 20 years? 20 years, so 10 years. 10 years, all right, 2010 is 10 years. Okay, so, yeah, price was at about 350, 350, all right, down all the way, consolidate for a while, all right, all right, there's this consolidation over here from 2019 to 2021, even for this year, and then you can see there's an upsurge in the volume, all right, so, okay, and price just broke above the cloud recently. By recently, I mean a few months, because this is a monthly time frame. Okay. All right. So price broke above the cloud in, is it in February this year? All right, in February this year. All right. And then there is a short pullback, a flush. So right now, since you look at the monthly time frame, price is above the cloud, all right? Is it above the yearly pivot? Price is also above the yearly pivot, okay? Let me share with you this yearly pivot. All right. Can you see? When it is in a downtrend, the yearly pivot is always acting as a resistance. Acting as a resistance. All right. Price book above the yearly pivot, there was a subsequent rebound, but this rebound is short-lived, and then price goes back down again, and then undergoing a consolidation. And right now, price is back above the CPR yearly pivot and above the yearly cloud. Also, okay, so on the very long time frame, this is an uptrend. All right, now we zoom back to the weekly time frame. Let's take a look. All right, so can you see over here? All right, so price also broke above the cloud. Okay, I missed that. I missed this. So by missing that is that because this is a weekly time frame. So by right, you should enter in 2020. So yeah, price then go up all the way. Okay, so so you know that price has been doing a rally, an impulse move, whatever you call it. Okay, a very uptrending, nice move, and then there's a pullback right now, Okay, so then go to the daily time frame. Right, this is usually what most people will look at and to enter. All right, so right now price is already above the CPR, but still slightly below the cloud. All right, but again for this month, price is above the cloud, no, above the CPR already. So I am more towards the bullish side for REMX once again. Okay, of course it doesn't mean that I will be right. You know, price could just continue come down again like that now. So be prepared, but I'll be watching REMX. REMX. Okay, so the trigger, whatever trigger that you can do, can be wash and rinse, or the normal trigger, for example, price break above the previous day high, whatever. Okay. There's a spam comment. Let me try to delete. Okay, so yeah, I'm looking at REMX. So today, price tried to do a wash and rinse, but didn't succeed. So the rinse bar hasn't happened. So I'll be watching this also, but generally I am quite bullish on the REMX as well. And also because this is also a commodity play. Overall, the commodity what we call, some people call it the super cycle, whatever lah. So generally the commodity like BBC, this is the commodity ETF, the broad-based ETF. Can you see overall it has been on a uptrend also. So I think my belief is that in the upcoming weeks, months, or even years, the commodity should be climbing up. All right, in view with the inflation thing. All right. So yeah, so that's my view for today. I'm looking at the GDX and also the REMX. All right, so these are the two ETF that I am looking right now. Of course, Platinum also, which I'm already in. So are you getting value from this Facebook Live sharing so far? Some of these trade ideas that I give you. If you think it is useful to you, all right, please give me a like, share, or comments. I can see there's only 32 likes only. There are more than 100 people in the room right now. So just give me a like to tell Facebook that you enjoy my content and you want to hear more of me in the future. For those who just join, right, because if you don't like or share or comment at Facebook, you think that you don't like my content, and we'll be showing you less and less of my content in the future. So if you want to get more trade ideas from me, you know, what my broad views, what I'm entering, remember to like MarketWise Asia. All right, so thank you for your comments. All right, so only Danny, Leong, Boon Seng, and Wilson think it is of value, is it? The rest don't think it is of value to you. All right, so can post the ETF link that I posted earlier. All right, okay. For those who just joined or missed it, all right, you can get access to this ETF list over here. I posted the link in the comments once again. All right, so this is the list. Okay, this is the list over here. By all means, this is not the full list. This is not the full list because in the United States, there are more than 2,000 ETF. Just purely on ETF, there's already 2,000. All right, the SGX stock exchange is only about 600 plus stocks only, and you know, previously there was about 700 plus. Okay, but you know, SGX, a lot of companies keep delisting and delist and delist and delist. So I think now left only 600 plus only. So ETF alone, there's more than 2,000. But a lot are many repeated. So I basically curated and focus on the more important ones. I think this list is more than enough for you to have a watch list on the broad market view. Like for me, I'm using this market in our. So for me, it is very simple for me one. Okay, so I keep it as a watch list. Okay, and I just do a quick screen. This is the list over here is the one that I'm using right now. This this spreadsheet over here. All right, this is exactly the same list. Okay, let's take a look again. All right, so again, nothing much has changed right now. Basically, the oil is still moving, the silver miners, the silver, the uranium, the gold miner, GDX, metal mining, uranium, XOP, platinum, all these are still running. Basically, it's the same as like about 1 hour ago. It's still the same. So I can say that today is a run for all the commodities. Commodities. All right. Okay, so I think that's all for today. Just a recap of my sharing. All right, so I am still bullish on commodities. All right, I'm still bullish on commodities. For the indices wise, let me take a look. There is a divergence. The Nasdaq is negative, while the S&P and the Dow is positive. All right, I'm looking at the gold miners and the REMX ETF, the rare earth metals. So gold miners is this GDX, right? GDX. All right. Once again, if you want to get access to this ETF list, just head over to the link in the comments. I post this link once more. All right, just get it. It is free. I spent a lot of time to curate one, so get it, All right, so I think that's all for today. Any question? All right, before I leave this Facebook Live, maybe I can answer 2 or more questions, a few more questions, but not specific stocks. I don't want to talk about specific stocks anymore. So general question I can answer. I'll just answer about maybe 2 or 3 questions. Then I will leave this Facebook Live already. All right. So if there is no question, all right, then thank you so much for tuning in once again. Right now it's about 11:20 a.m. already. So have a good night, and I'll see you guys soon within the next few days. All right, bye bye. Good night. See ya.